Hello everyone and welcome back to Daily Update, my 1000 day challenge. This is day 88, so let's get things started. Alright, so first and foremost, you'll notice the balance did increase a little bit, and it's purely from the main trading setup, which is now up at $417, whereas my experimental trade setup is contributing all of the losses at $819 itself. So I'm going to deep dive a little bit further to see how else or what is actually ongoing with the experimental trade setup, or why is it going wrong in that sense. Or is there any way that I can do improvement, or is it just purely based on the drawdown period itself? All right, and in terms of the market update itself, it's actually very interesting. You'll notice that the traditional financial market from S&P 500, Nasdaq, ASH, and also KWEB, they are all showing some sign of a retracement, pullback kind of pattern. On the other hand, Bitcoin is just going really bullish as of this moment, and there's still no clear sign of a clear or strong rejection yet. So yeah, even though it is seemingly overbought in many indicators like RSI and stuff like that, overbought can still remain overbought for extended periods. So I'm still keeping the trade intact. All right, you'll notice that on the, so basically I won't cover any of this. Yeah, so I will still continue in terms of dollar cost averaging wise, but in terms of the key thing that I'd like to highlight today is mainly on the trading setup. So you'll notice that this setup, which I entered over the break of this high, was actually triggered by the stop loss over here. So that's the result, having two types of stop loss that could alternatively happen as well. So this trade has been stopped out. So this was also partially due to the affected the experimental trade setup for the experimental trade setup, which is why you see the increase in terms of the losses as well. For the main trading setup, I'm still trailing the stop loss as long as price does not close below the 20 exponential moving average significantly. Yeah, so over here it didn't, it almost closed below, it didn't, and similarly here it breaks below but closed right above as well. So as long as it remains above, I'm still remaining bullish, and I will continue to trail my stop loss. And over here I drawn is actually a new potential setup. So if it does break above this previous high, which is at 13363, so potentially you could enter a long setup at 13370 region. So this is where you could potentially add along with the same target region and here, right below the 14,000 mark, with a type stop loss right below the 20 exponential moving average on the 4-hourly chart. So that's basically a setup that I'm looking at in terms of a breakout kind of entry. Yeah, otherwise that's more or less about it. And yeah, oh, and this is a little bit of an update. Actually wanted to add this, but yeah. So potentially I'll still be adding more. So you still remain the same. Potentially I'll add more. So actually yesterday was added and I was actually stopped out. So that resulted in the experimental trade setup difference. And today I'll be adding more if it does breaks above as well. Otherwise, that's more or less about it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.